I knew Mr. Winston for many years. He was a very kind man and always concerned about the staff. I never met anyone like him. You'll have to excuse me now. They're ringing for me in the kitchen.
Say it again. Something must be done about it. He cannot be left to blindly throw away money on foolishness.
I agree.
I'm not exactly sure what I can do.
He has just given away £150 to the Soho Soup Kitchen, for God's sake.
And that's not all. When I put on my diamond necklace for the McLaren's party last night, he told me it would do nicely to fund his latest ridiculous idea, a playground for the Whitehall orphanage. Imagine.
Mr. Church, you are the family solicitor. Surely you can do something. He's squandering all of our money.
I agree.
Legally, as the eldest, it is his prerogative. We'll have a talk with him.
I've tried that. We've all tried that. He will not listen to reason.
Who will not listen to reason? I assume you were speaking of me.
Yes, well, John, your family is concerned in the meeting which you're dispersing funds to your projects. I must also say, I have some concern.
What is there to be concerned about? We have money. Lots of it. These people are starving and dying. They have nothing. Is it not the Christian thing to do to give to those who have little and nothing? Well, of course it is. Then what is there to discuss? Reginald, I just heard a pitiful story of a workhouse where children are worked all day and given practically nothing to eat. Death rate there is staggering. I would like to see about funding some improvements there.
No, Jonathan! No. I have had quite enough of other people and their problems. What about us? We have needs and it is our money. Give alms to the poor on Sunday if you must, but let us live how people of our station should live.
I agree.
And how is it we should live? In excess, with opulence, while our extravagances eat up the lower classes? Should we live without conscience while our brothers are mistreated? And not our brothers! You are my brother. Fitz is my brother. But these people are just the dregs of society who take advantage of your gullible nature.
Yes. Jonathan, don't you see? Somebody has to be on the bottom. It is just not us. You cannot make equal that which was never meant to be equal.
I agree.
I cannot believe what I am hearing. How's it come to pass I do not know the members of my own family? How is it that my brother has lost his backbone and cannot walk past a limping child without crying like a woman? Better to cry like a woman than to die a miser. Reginald, as the eldest, I am the one who has final say over the distribution of our monies, am I not?
You are?
Then should I care to have no backbone at all and to cry like a woman whilst I propound notes out of the second-story window? I shall do it. Jonathan, wait. You go too far. Run, Henry. Think you
Behave yourself! We must send for a doctor.
No. Wait. I have an idea. I think an opportunity has been presented to us. I'm not too sure what it is yet, but let us not waste it.
Yes. Oh, yes. Let's kill him. Something.
This is not the man I married. The man I married had regard for his wife and her needs for comfort. Therefore, this man must be someone other than Jonathan Winston.
Yes. This is not Jonathan Winston. Oh, he looks very much like my brother. But I first noticed a difference. Perhaps...
Oh, I think it was about the time he gave his coat to that beggar on the street, wasn't it?
Yes, about a year ago. So this impostor has been living amongst us as Jonathan. Eating our food,
Spending our money? Taking advantage of us?
I'm not sure we'll be able to get away with this. After all, it is your word against his.
Where am I? Who are you? And you, all of you, what is this?
He has amnesia.
You, sir, are about to be arrested. You have been masquerading as my husband and have just been found out.
Jeeves, come here at once. The constable must be contacted immediately. Your charade is over, sir. You have been found out.
Wait, I don't understand. Let go of me. Let go.
Mr. Jeeves is a bit under the weather at present. May I be of assistance?
Yes. Have someone sent for the constable. Tell him we have an impostor in our midst.
There must be something.
You, sir, are about to be brought before the court on charges of
Murder.
Murder? But I haven't murdered anyone.
Yes.
I suppose you don't remember.
No.
Oh, what do you remember?
Constable, arrest this man.
On what charge?
Murder.
He certainly looked like Jonathan Winston to me, but who am I to question the likes of the Winston family and Reginald Church Esquire? It certainly was the most unusual trial. He was tried and convicted in less than 2 weeks. Fortunately for him, he could not be convicted of murder, as there was no body, but he was sentenced to 17 years of hard labor. Never quite believed it, actually, but I'm just the housekeeper, and it is not my place to question.
How's he doing, Doc?
Well, he's going to live, but I cannot say he will ever look the same. He was beaten fairly severely around the face and head.
Poor fact. Doesn't remember his name. Now doesn't have a face to remember. He's only here one day. Doesn't take long for the mother cons to spot soft.
Yes, and look at his hands. They haven't seen any hard labor. I will see him maybe 1 or 2 more times. The last time to determine the cause of his death. If they bother with it. How about a wager, Mr. Sweeney? I will bet that he doesn't last a week.
I'll believe I like the odds. Alright, how much?
How about a bottle?
A bottle of what?
Makes no difference. Anything will do.
A bottle it is then. You got any clean prison rags you can wear? Suppose the old one's got blood all over them.
What for? They're just gonna bloody again.
What do you get? You don't have to wash them, do you? Are you awake there? I'm going to call you Mr. 13, as you're so unlucky. Can you hear me, Mr. 13?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you, but I cannot see you very well.
Can I get you up in bed? Go talk to the warden.
Wait, the warden? What for?
The prison barber just got released. I thought Mr. 13 here might just be a good replacement.
Then he's not going to be part of the general prison population. How is he going to be wrapped up as a prison barber? Mr. Sweeney, we had a bet, and you tricked me.
It may still be dead and awake. You just have to wait and see. How about them clean prison rags? They get you cleaned up before I go talk to the warden. You think you can walk, Mr. 13?
I don't know.
You've got a couple of broken ribs there. He likes to get you where you need to go.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your ministrations and your kindness.
There's not words to hear up in this place.
Thank you and appreciate it. I believe you'll get on real well with the warden, Mr. Dirty.
I never knew what he looked like before. But over the years, I got the damage to his face down to just a couple scars. You know, he turned out to be one of the most unusual prisoners I'd ever seen. Not only was he the prison barber, he was quite good at it. Never lost his manners either. He was a true gentleman. He served his time without a single complaint. It is, however, a shame about the amnesia. He never remembered who he was. He just assumed the name 13. And he went by the name for 17 years.
Regardless of his what Todd, came right away. He's not here yet.
No, but he should be here at any moment. It's hard for me to say I'm going to miss Imprisonment, but Mr. Sweeney, I believe I'm going to miss Mr. 13.
I know what you're saying, Governor. It's a hard place, Newgate prison is. I don't believe I've ever come across a prisoner like Mr. 13. He's made the place... It sounds damned, but he's made the place a bit more civilized.
Yes, I believe he has, Mr. Sweeney.
It's a shame they never found the body of that bloke he was supposed to kill. If they had, he'd be here for the rest of his life.
Come in.
Sir, the guard said you wanted to see me right away.
Yes, please come in. Mr. Sweeney here and I have been talking about your release tomorrow, and we wanted to give you something once you're outside.
That is very kind of you both.
I remember the time I first laid eyes on you, Mr. 13. I didn't think you'd make it a week. Let alone 17 years.
Being prison barber saved my life. I'll be further in both your debts.
Well, I hope this helps make the transition from prisoner to businessman.
Barber shears. And a razor. This is most kind of you.
Yes. It'll be very difficult there. People work hard and barely earn enough to eat. They turn to crime, and as much as we like you, we would rather not return to us. So you need the proper tools to go trade to make a new start. You'll be issued clothing tomorrow, and this will be one of the items issued to you.
Good luck, Mr. 13.
Yes. Godspeed.
Thank you. One more thing. Might I ask you for another favor?
Yes, of course.
Well, you see, I might ask for a name.
I don't understand.
Well, I can't very well go around London calling myself number 13. I was thinking I would take a name from each of you who've been so kind to me.
Robert William?
No. I've never known you given names. I was thinking more Todd Sweeney.
Or Sweeney Todd.
Yes, Sweeney Todd.
He was a model prisoner. I meant it when I said I was going to miss him. I just didn't know how much at the time. We haven't had a decent barber since he left. I suggested he tried his luck around Fleet Street. That's where the gentlemen frequent barber shops might be found. Bankers, solicitors, newspapermen, and the like. It turns out it's a life-changing suggestion.
Well, Mrs. Lovett, it's just that my Toby is getting a bit too old to be working around you girls. You know what I mean.
Yes, I do know what you mean, Mrs. Stephens.
And I don't think it's no fancy with me this. Sugar Mom is what everyone calls me, including you. And except when there's trouble and I look for no trouble.
Right. Sorry, Sugar Mom. I would love to take Tobias home. Really, I would. There's so much work for us, my daughter in need, but business is just not so good right now.
Excuse me.
What?
I'm looking for Mrs. Love.
Well, that would be me, sir.
I saw the sign. It said, the upstairs of this establishment is for let. See Mrs. Love.
Why, yes. Business might have just gotten a little better. And what would you be needing it for?
I'm a barber by trade, ma'am.
A barber?
Yes, would it be suitable for a barber?
Why, of
Amanda Stevens. I live next door, but everyone has called me Sugar Mom. By all attempts at visiting girls like Sugar Please Death, give a shave and an haircut before they comes over.
The Sugar Mom here runs a house. She has a girls' boarding house next door.
With lots of gentlemen callers.
Oh, I see.
Right. Well, my last tenant upstairs was a dentist and he left his chair. I could send it to you if you like. Or do you have your own chair? Tobias here can carry it up for you. For a fee.
Well, you see, I very much like your chair, but I can't quite pay for it yet. As soon as I get customers, you can have every little bit I make. But until then...
Oh, can't pay up front, huh?
Oh, would you excuse us for a moment? Lucy, you've been trying to let that space for since a year since that dentist ran off without paying you a halfpenny. Now, this is what I'll do. If you take on Tobias here, or have me girls request that they gents be clean shaven before they come to calling, and we can have special girl out rounding up your business.
Please, Miss Lovett. I'll be a real good worker. You don't even have to pay me until you have the money, as long as I can sleep on the floor in the shop.
He's a real good worker, he is.
And I'll drum up business for the barber, so make lots of money and pay you.
All right. Mr.
Todd. Sweeney Todd.
Mr. Todd, I'll take you up. We'll go up the stairs here and Tobias can carry bags and such.
That is very kind of you, but you see I have nothing for him to carry. I just got out of...
We don't care what your circumstances are, Mr. Todd. What matters to us is what happens from here on out. Right, Mrs. Lovett?
Right. Sugar Mum. Well, Mr. Todd, are you ready to see your new space?
Yes, that would be lovely.
Well, look at that, Tobias. You got yourself a new situation and you didn't have to go very far from us.
Are you sure that would leave?
You know you do, darling. It was all fine and good when you was little. And God knows a cat house was a better place for you than a workhouse, but we're starting to get customers your age and it just ain't right. You've got to be out learning a trade and making your way in the world. You understand, sweet pea. And you'll get more to eat here. Mrs. Lovett's meat pies may not be selling the way that you'd like, but they're good. And she can pay you in food for a while. Just glad you don't have to work like some of them's out there do. I mean, it's a bad place for young people. It'll eat you right up.
Yes, ma'am. Sarah, I'm going to be working for your mum now. Staying. So you let me know if there's anything I can do, because I'm not sure how things work around here yet.
Okay, Toby. Here, I'm going to have you come in the back.
All right.
You can fix it up any way you like, Mr. Todd, but don't go putting any holes in the floor. The kitchen is just below and I don't want anything accidentally falling into my meat pies.
Of course not. Oh, this is quite a bit nicer than the one I was used to before.
Yes, well, I don't know what a proper barber's chair looks like, but I imagine this one will do nicely for you. I will leave you to go about your business. Oh, and Mr. Todd, my daughter Sarah is the most important thing in the world to me. You will not disrespect her.
Of course not. I won't be disrespecting anyone, Mrs. Love.
Well, a woman cannot be too careful these days.
Sweeney Todd. Barber. On Fleet Street.
I liked him the minute I saw him. You could just tell he was a gentleman under all them scars on his face. I kind of wondered about them scars, but just soon forgot about him after you'd known him for a while. And he was always real nice to me girls. But real respectful like. You see, Fleet Street's all shiny and prosperous on the surface, but underneath, it's just like the rest of London. Dangerous. It was nice to have one such as Sweeney Todd next door.
Toby, could you sweep the floor in the kitchen when you're done in here? I accidentally spilled some flour while I was putting it away, and I have to get to the butcher shop before it closes tonight.
Yes, of course.
Toby, you
different.
Different from what?
I've known you, well, it seems all my life, but before you were just the little boy next door that I used to play with sometimes. Now you're, I don't know, just different. It sounds a bit mad, doesn't it?
No, I know what you're saying. I feel the same way. Before you were just a little girl that was fun to tease, but all of a sudden, you're not a little girl anymore. Special girl. Haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to?
Well, that is very nice of you to help the new barber. Is his business getting any better?
I know we're shaving lots of men, but women too. Now what would a woman want with a barber?
I know exactly what you mean. Special girl, do you think you could mind the shop for a few minutes? Tobias has some work to do in the back, and I have to get to the butcher shop before it closes. Thank you so much. Toby, I'll only be about 30 minutes. If we have any customers while you're in the back, Special girl can let you know. Oh, and Mother may make it back before I do if the market wasn't crowded.
Don't you worry about us. We'll be fine. Special girl. I have some flour to bring up in the back, so if a customer comes in, just come and get me, alright? Alright.
Young lady, where is your mother? What's the matter with you? Can't you speak? Where is the owner of this establishment? Well, this is certainly the last time I venture all the way down to this part of town on the rumor of a decent meat pie. You people are all so disgusting.
I know her! I know her. Oh, I'm sorry. She hurt you. Are you alright? A stupid cow. Think I agree. I cannot tell who she is, but I can almost remember something. I can't quite get to it. Special girl, do you want to come upstairs and help me clean up the shop a bit? Yes, I understand. I think I'll stay down here and help you wash the shop. I don't feel very much like being alone right now.
I know at first I was a bit skeptical of him, but the more I got to know him, the more I realized what a kind and decent man he was. You see, us working people was always fighting each other for every scrap we could get. We were just being eaten up by all the posh folk. I didn't know we could help each other. I hadn't met many kind or decent men up to that point in my life, and I began to like him very much. Why, Judge Church! I haven't seen you in the longest time.
Yes. Miss Christie. Mrs. Christie. How are you both?
Oh, we are so very well, Judge. Henny and I have just gotten back from a trip to the continent. We stayed in Paris for weeks and met the most interesting people. When thinking of traveling to America next summer, first class, of course, Teddy just insists upon it.
Yes. Well, with all the money you came into once Jonathan was legally declared dead, I'm sure you can afford it.
Oh, yes. We can certainly afford to go first class anywhere.
Oh, Abby, isn't that just butter upon bacon? If I hadn't come up with the plan to do away with Jonathan, none of you would be living nearly so well. I'm certainly sorry now.
Mrs. Winston, oh, thank you to keep your voice there.
Yes, we wouldn't want all these fine people knowing how you came into the money to buy your judgeship.
Mrs. Winston, please.
Oh, so easy for both of you, isn't it? You were not the widow who ended up marrying the drunk of a brother-in-law. I gave up more than any of you. It's just not fair. It was my idea.
Reginald! Old chap. Hey, what are you doing? these parts. I haven't seen you in full. Quite a while.
Fitz, please. You smell like the inside of a whiskey barrel.
I was speaking to the judge, you niece. My dear.
Yes, well, lovely to see you, old chap. I'm afraid I have a meeting at the Old Bailey, and I must be off. Lovely to see you.
Goodbye, Judge.
Just look at you, Fitz. You're half rats. You need a shave and a haircut. Why don't you see about finding a barber while Abigail and I complete our shopping?
Yes, of course, my dear. Anything that you say, my dear.
We'll take the coach. Why don't you just find a taxi home?
Of course, my dear. What's this? Well, what is it? What the devil? Can't you speak? You're trying to tell me about a bar. Is that it? Oh, I suppose Eunice was right. I could use a shave.
And make sure to grab a meat pie while you're here, sir.
Perhaps I will. Thank you. I'll see you next time.
Special girl. Looks like you brought me another customer.
Yes, I say, old chap, just a shave and a bit of trim.
Yes, let me take your hat. And your coat.
So many buttons.
Yes, sir. Please, have a seat. I beg your pardon, sir, but have we met before?
No, I don't come around these parts of town that often.
Well, that's strange, Mr. I don't believe I caught your name.
Winston.
Yes, well, Mr. Winston, I'm surprised you don't make it to our part of town more often. Everyone knows about your wonderful banks and taverns and newspapers, but only the lucky ones know about our wonderful eateries. There's one right downstairs. Can't you smell it? Miss Lovett makes the most wonderful meat pies. She's a marvel, that Mrs. Lovett. She's also my landlady. She's lovely. Most lovely. Anyway, we also have the latest fashions from the continent, if you know right where to look. And, if I may be so bold, we have a house next door where a gentleman can find anything he's looking for, if you know what I mean. I beg your pardon, sir, but are you sure we have never met before?
No, I'm sure not.
Perhaps a brother that looks like me.
Well, I only have one brother that's alive. Theodore. Oh, we call him Teddy. Perhaps he come to your shop.
Teddy. Teddy Winston.
Yeah. Yes, Teddy Winston.
You said you only have one brother who's alive. Do you have any other brothers?
Well, I had a brother, John. He died, 17 years ago?
How did he die?
I say, old chap, are you alright?
Yes, yes. Quite all right. Please sit back, sir. I only have a little bit left. Was your brother, perhaps, murdered by an impostor who was given a quick trial and thrown into Newgate prison?
What the devil?
No, please. You mustn't struggle.
What is...
Not while I have a razor to your throat. Now, what happened to Eunice? Is she happy?
What? Yes? No? I don't know. She married me and, well, I don't think she likes me very much. I also wanted me to give up the child and, well...
Child?
Yes! At the time when her husband's imposter was taken to prison, she was pregnant with this child after she gave birth. Well, I better give it away!
Give it away? Where?
I don't know! Who are you?
Where?
Are you hurting me?
Where?
What house somewhere?
I want to!
Mr. Todd! What have you done?
I am a child.
He's dead! Who is he?
He's my brother. And I can remember who I was. I remember what happened. I remember it all. And I am a child.
I don't know what you think, darling, but this means I'm most religious enough ever. And that's been a lot. He's awful good. But I can't think of anything that would change. Mother, did you put a new spice in the meat? These are really good.
What? Sarah, what did you do?
I made a batch of meat pies. Oh, Mother, I don't know what I did, but these are the best meat pies I've ever made. I would test that. In fact, I think I'll have another.
Oh!
What's wrong with that?
Well, I think she's just got bit.
Yeah.
Or by a laughter. She can't find Mr. Todd and she's just imagining the worst. I like the two-step curve. I think he and Mr. Todd! Mr. Todd! We were just talking about you. Yes, we were saying how much we thought you would like these new meat pies I made. They are so delicious.
I could use a little meat pie right about now.
No! I mean... Mr. Todd, might I have a word?
Of course.
Remember how we was concerned about what to do with your brother's body?
Yes.
Well, he accidentally slipped into the meat grinder and...
He was a most amazing man. As soon as he learned of the little slip we had with his brother Fitz, well, his mind went right to work. As for me, I'm one to be a bit more hesitant to do something out of the ordinary. But not my Sweeney, no. He is not afraid to be bold. He came up with a plan right away, even if it was a bit ghastly.
What the devil are you doing?
Giving you a very close shave, sir. Now tell me, what happened to the child that Eunice Winston gave up?
I don't know. Alright. It was sent to an orphanage in the East End. That's all I know, I swear.
That's all you know? Thank you, Reginald.
conspired against him, and he was convicted of impersonating his own self. If truth be told, he changed. And I believe I liked my old Sweeney better. The changed one was a bit off. He made a list of all those who had wronged him.
You mean you don't recognize me, do you, Mr. Lancaster? That is quite understandable. My face was a little bit different before I got beaten to a bloody pulp in the prison I was sent to after you took money to lose as my barrister!
I cannot truthfully say that Sweeney's revenge didn't benefit me. Even if I wasn't exactly happy about the secret ingredient, the demand for my meat pies went up and up.
Excuse me, could you direct me to the owner of this establishment?
Why, that would be Mrs. Lovett. I expect she's in the kitchen. Can't hardly keep up with all these people what's buying the meat pies.
Yes, I can see that. I might just have to try one while I wait. Thank you. Hello, young lady. I'm sorry, you don't speak, do you? You would like to know if I would want a meat pie? Yes, I would. Thank you. Oh, and would you let Mrs. Lovett know I wish to speak to her? I'm Inspector Quinn McIntosh from Scotland Yard.
Your Majesty!
Your Majesty.
We have heard that you have meat pies here, better than we have ever tasted.
Well, if it pleases Your Majesty, you may taste for yourself.
We are not amused. However, we are very impressed. Please have 12 dozen delivered to Buckingham Palace by Thursday. I wish to serve them at the dinner I am giving for the visiting American president.
Yes, Your Majesty. Next Thursday it will be.
Special girl here says she wishes to speak to me.
You are Mrs. Lovett?
Yes.
Mrs. Lovett, I'm Inspector Quinn McIntosh at Scotland Yard.
Scotland Yard! Oh my.
Mrs. Lovett, I'm investigating the disappearance of 3 men in the past few weeks, all last seen in this vicinity of this area of Fleet Street. One of the men, Fitzhubert Winston, was last seen on his way to a barber shop.
Have you tried the meat pie yet, Detective?
Oh, yes, of course.
Well, I don't know any Mr. Winston, but I'm sure he's around here somewhere.
Delicious, Mrs. Lovett. What is your secret? My wife makes meat pies that are good, but they are nothing like these.
Oh, Detective, if I told you, then I'd have to kill you.
Mrs. Lovett, could you direct me to the nearest barber shop?
Well, there is a barber upstairs. Mr. Todd is my tenant. He's an excellent barber and a wonderful man. However, he's not in at the moment. Shall I have him contact you?
That would be just fine. You You can have him come down to Scotland Yard at his convenience tomorrow. Oh, and Mrs. Lovett, it would be too much trouble for me to ask you for 2 more meat pies for me to take home.
Of course not.
Just one more for me, husband.
I told you, Mrs. Beecher, we don't have any more. We ran out an hour ago, and I have to talk to my mother about making up more ingredients. She says she's out for secret ingredient.
Oh, he's gonna start eating cats again. I only got 4 left.
Sarah,
you can tell me, Sugar Mom. What's the secret ingredient?
I don't know. No, really, I don't know what it is. Mother won't tell me, and she's always keeping the cellar locked when she's putting together the ingredients. I don't know why she won't tell her own daughter.
Don't you never mind, darling. Lord knows we all have reasons for the things we does.
Sarah, do you know when we're going to have more meat pies? I thought Mr. Abenstock was going to explode when I told him we were out.
No, I don't! I'm sorry, Toby. It's just the customers are all so upset, and Mother hasn't even gone to the butcher shop in 2 weeks. I don't know how you make meat pies without meat.
Yeah, and we've got the packages from the butcher. You does most of the market buying.
Oh, look at her. The poor thing. She ain't even enjoying all the success.
You're right, Sugar Mum. She seems to dread going down to the cellar. I wonder why that is.
The way I see it, you have 2 options. You can either ask her, or wait for her to tell you yourself.
You're right, Toby. She must have her reasons. I'll try and wait until she's ready to talk, but we don't have any left. We've been lucky lately, but if we don't have no income, how are we going to keep from starving?
Oh, maybe Mr. Todd can talk to her.
Oh, yes, she really fancies him. Mr. Todd, might we have a word with you?
Yes, of course, Sarah.
We've just been talking. Mother hasn't been making any more meat pies. She seems awfully sad. No, not sad.
Depressed.
Oh, yes, that's it, depressed.
Well, I have some news that might cheer her up.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Todd. We're so happy you found us.
Special girl, might I have a moment to have a word with Miss Lovett Pride? Yes, I'll cheer her up. Lucy.
Sweeney, that inspector from Scotland Yard was back again today. You haven't gone to see him yet, have you?
I'll go see him tomorrow.
That's what you said yesterday. And the day before that. And the day before that. And the day before that.
I know. I will go see him tomorrow. It's just that I was busy. I really was busy. I will go see him. I can't have him snooping around here anymore. It isn't safe for any of us. I know you almost have your special ingredient.
We're out.
What?
We're out of the secret ingredient.
Oh. Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. You see, I've sent word to Teddy, my brother Teddy, that an inspector from Scotland Yard is waiting for him with word about his missing brother Fitz at Mrs. Lovett's meat pie shop. And then, when he arrives with word left for him by you that the inspector is waiting for him upstairs, you'll soon have more of your secret ingredient. Lucy, you'll be able to make meat pies again. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, wonderful. If you'll excuse me, I have some cleaning up to do inside.
Well, I wonder what's wrong with her. No matter. I have work of my own to do. For more preparations of a sort.
Well, I certainly wasn't even more curious. A change from Ogrin. Now, it ain't for the likes of me to say, but he started to scare me after that day.
Excuse me, sir. I was told that Inspector McIntosh was up here.
Why, he was. He just left. Are you Mr. Winston? Mr. Teddy Winston?
Yes, I am. The woman downstairs told me he was up here.
Oh, he must have left while she was in the kitchen. But he left word for you to wait for him here.
It's preposterous. I cannot wait for a whole day.
Sir, might I suggest you have a seat, take advantage of a complimentary shave while you wait? He said it would be but 10 minutes.
Oh. All right.
Have a seat. Now, the inspector must have had very important business to keep a gentleman like yourself waiting. But he didn't tell me what he was about. Then again, it's none of my business. Tell me, Mr. Winston, how do you feel about giving money to those less fortunate than yourself?
So, what are you trying to...
Not while Sweeney Todd has a razor in his hand. Tell me, Mr. Winston, how do you feel about those who have lost their backbone and cannot walk past a limping child without crying like a woman?
What's in the Queen's name?
Now, Teddy, you mustn't struggle, or my razor might just slip. That's better. All you have to do is answer a few questions.
Who are you?
I will ask the questions here. You don't recognize me. I guess we'll play a guessing game. I'll relax my hold on you ever so slightly, and then you can answer.
What do you want?
Now, for the question. What to ask? I know. What happened to your brother, Jonathan?
John!
Yes, I can tell by your voice. You understand. Your brother Jonathan survived prison and is now working as a humble father. Now, next question. What happened to the child that Eunice gave up after I was sent away? I have found that it was sent to an orphanage in the East End, but I can find no record after that. What happened to the child? And don't lie to me, Teddy, or I might get so flustered, my razor will slip.
The child left the orphanage at the age of 5. That's all I know.
That's all you know? Pity for you. I bet a great deal that nosy, up in everyone's business Abigail knows more than an idiot husband. But I promised Lucy I would go see that inspector in Scotland Yard. Abigail will have to wait for another day. Mrs. Winston, so kind of you to join me.
Yes, well, Mrs. Jeeves said it was something about my husband.
Yes, it is about Mr. Winston.
Well, what about him? I have not seen him for 2 days, and... I mean, what is this about Mr.
Todd. Sweeney Todd.
Yes, Mr. Todd.
Well,
Begging your pardon, madam, but would you and the gentleman like some tea?
No, I would not.
Yes, madam.
well, your husband was in my shop, not but...
Excuse me. Where is your shop? And where did he go after he left?
No. One question at a time. First question. Was he? And he was. Second question. Where is my shop? It's on Fleet Street. Third question. The answer to that one's a bit delicate.
What is a bit delicate?
Where he went after my shop.
Mr. Todd, where did he go?
You see, my shop is located next to a house of women who charge for their services.
No.
I'm afraid so. And while he was in my shop, he mentioned that some 16 or 17 years ago, there was a child of this house who was sent away.
He told you. Well, I kept track of the child. It seemed almost a sin to send such a child of aristocratic blood to an orphanage.
And after the orphanage?
Well, in an orphanage, when children reach the age of 5 and have not yet been adopted, they are sent to a workhouse. Imagine a child of Winston blood!
A workhouse!
Mr. Todd!
Excuse me, madam, but there's an Inspector McIntosh at the Scotland Yard here to see you.
Please show him in. Now.
Yes, madam.
I apologize, Mrs. Winston. It is just I abhor workhouses.
I believe they have their place.
And what place might that be?
Inspector McIntosh of the Scotland Yard.
Thank you. Mrs. Winston, Mr. Todd, what are you doing here?
Oh, well, I was having a conversation with you the other day about the Winston family and how 3 men and the disappearances are all related to the Winstons and Mrs. Winston and... Oh, I'm terribly late for an appointment. Mrs. Winston, Inspector.
My word, you certainly seemed in quite a hurry, didn't you?
Yes, in quite a hurry.
Mrs. Winston.
Yes, Inspector.
Mrs. Winston, I came here today because I received a message that your husband went missing 2 days ago.
Yes.
Can you tell me who the last person to see him was and where?
Mr. Todd said that after he left his shop, he went to...
Mr. Todd? Mr. Todd saw your husband the day he disappeared.
Yes.
So, your brother-in-law, your family solicitor, and now your husband have all gone missing. Don't you find that a bit odd?
That is a bit odd, isn't it?
Mrs. Winston, do you know a Mr. Robert Lancaster?
Lancaster. Now, I know I've heard that name before. Lancaster. Why, I believe it was a Mr. Lancaster who defended the man who impersonated my brother-in-law, Jonathan. I don't know if his name was Robert, though.
Possible barrister or Winston Possible. Mrs. Winston, I must take my leave of you now. I have a great many facts that are all connected. I just need to puzzle them all out. May I read you here should I have any further questions?
Yes, of course.
Thank you again, Mrs. Winston.
Yes, madam.
I believe I'll have that tea now.
Yes, madam.
Sarah,
Yes, Toby.
I've been meaning to get you along for 2 days.
And what would you be wanting to get me alone for?
No, I'm serious.
Toby, is something wrong?
No, it was just... Sarah, I was thinking... Sarah, I love you and I want to marry you.
Tobias Rag, I would love to marry you.
You would?
Oh, yes.
Sarah, I was wondering if... Sarah Lovett! What do you think you're doing?
Miss Lovett, I should have spoken to you first. I would like to marry Sarah.
Marry? You want to get married?
Oh, yes, Mother. I have loved Toby since forever. We've known each other practically all our lives.
But you're too young.
I will be 17 next week. How old were you when you got married?
It was a different time then. What will you do? How will you get by?
Well, we haven't really thought about that yet.
I've thought about it a lot. Talked to Mr. Todd and he's going to teach me the barbering business. Could have my own shop, just like Mr. Todd. And Sarah's still a kid, helping you. That's all right.
Oh, Mother, don't cry. If it upsets you that much, we can wait a while.
No, dear, it's not that. It's just... I'm all mixed up right now. I don't know what to say. Of course you can get married. I'm very happy you find a kind of man to spend your life with. Really.
Well, this is a happy bunch. Why all the smiles? And the tears?
We're getting married, Mr. Todd. Tobias and me, we're getting married.
Wonderful news. Yes, wonderful. Lucy. Lucy, I must ask, what would happen to a child who was sent to a workhouse at, say, the age of 5?
Why do you want to know?
I have my reasons. Lucy has nothing to do with you. It's just, I must know what happened to such a child at the age of 5 in London. What happened to him or her?
You don't know if it's a boy or a girl?
I didn't ask. Oh, why didn't I ask?
This comes at quite an interesting time. Sarah, Toby, come here, please. There's something I have to tell you.
Yes, what is it, Mother?
You can hear too, special girl. Mr. Todd has just asked me what happens to children who are sent to workhouses. I know better than most what happens. I've never told a soul, but it's time to tell you now, Sarah. You see, Mr. Lovett was a hard man and a drinking man, and he was employed by a workhouse. You were only 6 when I saved you from that workhouse. You'd been there a year, and I don't know what you had done to anger Mr. Lovett so, but when I walked in, he had beaten you within an inch of your life. He was about to strike the final blow, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was out of my mind when I saw all the blood in him about too. Anyway, I gave him a mighty shove, and he hit his head on something. I don't know what, but he was dead. Just like that. I grabbed you and left him lying there looking like he got drunk and hit his head. When they found him, I acted like I was surprised and sorry he was gone. He had a little money put away that he never told me about. Don't know what he was doing with that. But I used it to open the meat pie shop, because that's about all I know how to do. Cook. I just didn't see any sense in saying anything to you before this, seeing as you called me mother and everyone thought you were my daughter, and I couldn't have loved you any more if you were my own blood, but I'm so sorry, Sarah. I'm sorry I never said anything before.
Thank you, Mother.
I have a child. I didn't know about it, so they just told me. And he was sent to a workhouse. Well, it must be a coincidence. I'm sure that there are lots of children who are sent to workhouses. Aren't there?
Alright, folks, that's the last meat pie for today. But don't you worry yourselves, man. We'll be making up a fresh batch for tomorrow. Come on. Toby, Mr. Todd said that when he's done with his customers for the day, he'll take you upstairs and start showing you the business, so get the tables will be done.
Yes, ma'am.
Sarah, I think we're nearly out of the flour. Could you check the back to make sure? If we're low, could you run to the miller and get some more for me?
Yes, Mother.
Tobias,
Yes, sir.
when you're finished here, make sure to come upstairs. We'll start your school.
School?
Yes, your barber school.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I would like to put off your schooling for a bit. Tobias, is it?
Yes, I'm Tobias. Who are you?
I am Inspector Quinn McIntosh of Scotland Yard. May I please ask you all to sit down and help me for a few minutes?
Mother, we are not out, but we are. Sarah dear, Inspector has asked us to sit and help him with something for a few minutes.
All right. I don't understand. Help him do...
I'm sure you're confused, Miss Lovett. As am I. That's actually what I was hoping you could help me with. My confusion. I have several pieces of a puzzle. I'm just not sure how they all fit together. Nor am I sure exactly what the puzzle will look like when it's finished.
That ain't a very good puzzle, Inspector!
What I do know is 4 gentlemen all recently gone missing without a trace. A Mr. Fitzhubert Winston. A Judge Reginald Church. A Mr. Robert Lancaster, Esquire. And most recently, a Mr. Theodore Winston. All last seen in the vicinity of this shop.
You're not trying to say that our meat pies are involved?
Absolutely not, Miss Lovett. I myself have enjoyed your meat pies on many occasions. They are delicious. No, I'm just stating the fact that they were all last seen in this vicinity. Further, Fitzhubert Winston was last seen on his way to a barber shop, and Theodore Winston was last seen by Mr. Todd, a barber. That is just one piece, however. Another is that each one of these men had some sort of connection to the Winston family. Young lady, why are you trying to leave?
She says she don't want to be here no more.
Can you tell me why it is you don't want to be here anymore?
She said...
I'm pretty sure we all understood approximately what she said. Now, young lady, did you know any of these gentlemen?
She says she don't know no Fitz Winston, or no Teddy Winston, or none of their mothers.
Are you sure that's what she said? That she doesn't know a Fitz or a Teddy Winston?
She says that's exactly what I said to, stupid copper.
That's interesting. Do you know why that's interesting to me? It's interesting because I read those names off my notes here. I referred to the men as Fitzhubert Winston and Theodore Winston. Never once did I refer to them as Fitz or Teddy. Yet, that is how you refer to them. How is it that you do that?
We agreed to help with your puzzle, but you said nothing about verbally abusing a young girl.
Come now, special girl. Sugar Mom ain't gonna let anyone hurt you.
Very well. Let us move on. I understand there's a third brother that no one has mentioned yet. A third brother that was presumed dead, but the body was never found. 3 brothers, all missing. Quite an unusual circumstance, isn't it? Please do not assume that all my questions are rhetorical. You may answer at any time. Right. Now I started to think to myself, who would want to get rid of 3 brothers? Then I remembered a small difference between the disappearance of the first brother and the other 2. The first brother, Jonathan was his name. Did I mention that? Yes, well, it seems there was an impostor living amongst the Winston family for quite some time. No one knows for how long exactly he was impersonating Jonathan Winston. Can you imagine that? Not knowing you were living with an impostor of your own brother, or your husband. Neither could I.
Excuse me for interrupting, Inspector, but it does seem like we're really helping you with your puzzle, seeing the judge will not talk.
You are quite right on one count, Tobias. I am doing most of the talking, but that's because no one has interrupted me yet to tell me that what I am saying is false. You are incorrect, however, to say that you are not helping me. Sometimes what you don't say can help me just as much as what you do say. I had asked another interested party to meet me here. She was supposed to be here 5 minutes ago. No matter. My next clue came to me when I was investigating the disappearance of Jonathan Winston. You see, the man prosecuted of impersonating Jonathan was recently released from Newgate prison. Further, oh, here she is now. Over here, Mrs. Winston.
Eunice.
This is Mrs. Eunice Winston, former wife of Jonathan Winston and Fitzhubert Winston, whom she married after Jonathan's disappearance.
Yes, that is correct. I still have no idea as to why you insisted on meeting me here.
I was just going over the details of the missing Winston then, and was about to say that Judge Reginald Church was the family solicitor at the time the impostor was discovered. And Mr. Robert Lancaster was the barrister for the Winston impostor and apparently did a wretched job of defending him. No comment. All right. As I said before, the man prosecuted of impersonating Jonathan Winston was recently released from Newgate prison. The warden spoke quite fondly of this man. He had amnesia when he arrived and couldn't remember his own name, so they called him 13. But they gave him a new name upon his release. Oh, did I mention he served as the prison's barber the entire time he was in prison? Can you guess what name it was he took upon his release?
Sweeney Todd.
Yes, you are quite a good detective, Inspector.
Mr. Todd was the imposter.
Jonathan? Eunice, you mean you don't recognize my voice? Well, I understand. I do look a bit different after being beaten to a pulp in prison.
So, Sweeney Todd is not the imposter, but is actually Jonathan Winston? This certainly changes the puzzle.
Eunice, you knew there was no imposter all along. But I have just one question for you. What happened to the child?
How do you know about the child?
Let's see. Fitz, Reginald, Teddy, they gave me most of it. But Abigail, she confirmed the fact that she was sent to a workhouse. A workhouse? Eunice, you sentenced our daughter to a workhouse!
Daughter! Jonathan, I gave birth to a son.
I have a son?
Yes, Jonathan. We have a son. Fitz made me give him up. I didn't want to, Jonathan. I have searched and searched for him, but I've not been able to find him. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry about everything. You, Tobias, the prison.
What does Tobias have to do with this?
That was his name. Tobias. I have kept searching for him. I found him even today because he had a heart-shaped birthmark on his right shoulder. What? Why are you all...
Tobias Ray, Mrs. I was born in an orphanage. He's dead. When I was 5, they sent me to a workhouse to work on a rag. There's me, clothes, odds and rags. Sugar Mummy fucked me out of that workhouse. Took care of me.
How old are you?
17, Mum. My birthday's in July. I have a heart-shaped birthmark on my right shoulder. Did you say your son is on his left? You are my mother. And you are my father.
I hate to interrupt your family reunion, but I believe you need to come with me, Mr. Todd.
I understand I must atone for my sins. But might I have a moment to say goodbye to my family and my friends?
As long as I have your word as the gentleman who was Jonathan Winston, that you will come with me afterwards.
You have my word. Eunice. Tobias is a good, hard-working young man. Now tell me, what is it you plan to do with him?
I'm not sure. It's up to Tobias, but I'd like him to take his place as head of the Winston family household and fortune.
Very well. Tobias, I'm so proud of you. If I had known all along,
Sure, I'm gonna miss you, Mr. Todd. My girls will get used to their gents being clean-shaven.
I'll miss you, Sugar Mum. Just promise me you'll keep an eye out on my girls. Lucy, I just want you to know you're an exceptional woman, and I know you wanted nothing to do with the secret ingredient, but I love you.
Yes, I know.
I'm not sure what the visiting situation is at Newgate. But I'm sure that if the prison barber position is open, we'll have to talk to you.
Special club! Might I have a word?
I suppose so, Mr. Todd, but my patience is wearing a bit thin. Please, be quick about it.
Special girl, sit down. Special girl, what I did was wrong. You know it's wrong to kill people. Special girl, what I did was driven by revenge, and it drove me to the edge of sanity. And look what it got me. Yes, handcuffs, but it also brought down lots of bad things. I lost my business, the woman I love, my family, my special girl. I love you.
I believe your time is about up, Mr. Todd. Let's go.
It might seem a bit odd, but he was back to himself. I was so relieved to go back to making my meat pies the way I used to. That Mrs. Winston asked Tobias to move up to her big house with her and that other snooty one. He goes up to visit, although he says he don't feel comfortable moving in there yet. It's nice he's finally got some blood family, though I can't say I like them much. He's going to inherit a lot of money, though, and my Sarah's going to be right beside him.
All good with it? They brought him in. He's coming up soon.
Wonderful. I can't say I'm sorry to see him come back.
It's so wonderful for him. Still don't see how he got convicted of those disappearances, since they never did find those bodies.
I understand he didn't put much of a defense. Good for us that couldn't hang him since he couldn't prove those gents were dead.
Yeah, not so good for him.
Come in. Well, Mr. 13, it's sight for sore eyes. Good to have you back.
Thank you, sir.
Got your old self alright for you. Keeps that full excuse for a barber out. So I've got one chain bob, back too.
Thank you, sir.
I saw you were brought under two names, Jonathan Winston, alias Sweeney Todd. It doesn't seem right calling you Sweeney Todd, seeing we already have a Sweeney and a Todd.
Jonathan Winston seems a bit posh for his place, don't he?
Yes, I agree. Jonathan Winston is, I don't think the other prisoners would take very well to a highborn name like that.
I just can't think of him as anything except Mr. 13.
Yes, I agree. I'm going to change the roster to reflect 13 as his name. Would 13 be the first name? No, that wouldn't do. 13 would be the surname. What would you like the first name to be?
Tobias.
Tobias. Why Tobias?
It will remind me every day of what I've lost.
Fortunately for us, since there weren't no bodies, they couldn't get him on murder when he wasn't hanged. He's in Newgate prison now, cutting hair and shaving them men. They let me visit him every 2 weeks or so, and he looks good. They're treating him real good. He should be out in another 17 years or so. That don't seem so long to wait.